Hello all, it is I, the Deep Diver, and as you can tell on this channel, I've been discussing my ideas or my beliefs on AI, limited as my knowledge and expertise in the area is. And yeah, I've been doing it for a minute. I'm going to try to go back more to my books, more parts of my writing, and yeah, but I wanted to try to connect it. You see, I believe the goal of AI is to conquer the creative mind and the thought market where people can't create, they can only consume. They have no choice. There's no way they could possibly do it. And that's why I make my shirts and all that in house. I use my ideas. They will fall or flourish under my guidance, my creation. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. Just, it made me realize again that the one thing a lot of people are scared of these days is questions. No one likes to ask any questions, ever. Like, am I doing this wrong? Am I bad at this? They want to suck up to themselves and make them think they're so great, that they're so perfect. And it's disgusting. I don't like it. I regularly say I want criticism and comments, constructive ones preferably. To each their own what that means. And yeah, with AI getting pushed out to be less sycophanty, less kissing butts of people, it's like, okay, I think that's a step in the right direction. I really do. And people are losing connection with people, and they're forming on these models, these ideas, because you really can't destroy an idea. You really can't stop it. You can't. Ideas don't need to eat or sleep or anything we need to do. They're abstract. And I believe that's the worst thing AI can do. When the artificial acclimates to the abstract. Because what is being human? We're animals. We share a lot of similarities with primates. And by all accounts, we're pretty close. We do a lot of the same activities, in different capacities, in different ways, but still, same idea. But the one thing that separates us is ideas and critical thinking. And AI, from my knowledge, tries to usurp that. And to be fair, a lot of people don't want to think. They don't. There's always a drive for intellectualization and the convenience. And I think that's what we're at, where I can just talk to something on my phone and have it just say everything I do is right. It's like, no. Yes men destroy empires, you know? You got to have criticism. You got to have different things, and that's why a lot of things fall apart when people aren't reported or being held accountable or responsible. We're seeing that in real time. Tons of stuff going on that I couldn't list them all here in the last, decade. It'd be like a 10-hour long video about the follies of man and the drive to control everything. Which can't happen. Because I remember seeing this phrase, nature is healing. And it took me a second. Nature isn't healing, per se, it's being returned to. Because we've been programmed, we've been told, and it's proving not to get that out. Again, I'm a millennial. I was told to go to college and follow my dreams. Well, my first dream was to be a voice actor. I'm trying to reclaim some of that spark from doing my audiobooks and doing my newsletter, which I'll bring up later. And yeah, I knew there was hardly any money in it. It's oversaturated, just like my coaching now. But I'm trying to turn that into my book. It's like I have to stand out, I have to be different. And that's a lot of work. People say they like same old, same old. People are getting bored, and bored people revolt. We don't need that. We do not need that one little bit. And I'm just tired of it. I'm sick of it. I've never been a part of it. I've had that same feeling forever. I even wrote about in my book of one time where I kind of thought people just weren't for me. Which I will now recount. When I was a young lad in high school, again, I've told this story several times, I was very fat. very sick, for lack of a better term, and unhealthy, and I didn't like it. It was disgusting. And again, the people around me didn't help. I've just kind of grown used to that. I'm alone. That's fair. That's fine. And I remember this one time, which again I wrote in the book, where I was reading a comic book, I believe. We were waiting for the bus to go to a meet, and I was sitting there reading it, and one of my teammates, who I'll not name here, their identity is safe, I'm not going to bring them up, they told me we don't do that. I'm like, what? We don't do what? We don't read, or we don't do comic books. Where I'm like, what? But I like to read comic books. Well, we don't do it. I'm like, what the? And that's when I kind of had that moment where something, I guess, kind of snapped or put into place. I don't know to this day. Where it's like, wow, I thought I was a wrestler. I thought I was a teammate. None of us really hung out with each other, but we're cool at school, I'm like, I like practice and all that, and it's just like, dude, what did I do? But, after a long time, a good amount of time, after high school, I relished the answer, the experience, because it just showed me about people, about their need to be popular, to gain favor, to please everybody else. It's like, what? What? You mean to tell me all this let's be independent, let's be free thinkers thing was a bunch of lies? Shocker. Now I say that, shocker. And it revealed to me how different I was and how I choose to be myself above all. Self-expression above all. Within reason. And yeah, I kind of thought, wow, I kind of don't respect people anymore. And after the big cough, if you know what I mean, it kind of just cemented those ideas. And I don't think I'm better than people. I don't think I'm the newest one to have this. I think this is a growing sentiment across America and the world where they don't want to deal with a lot of that stuff. And I don't blame them. And I think we're all waking up from that. Because my grandma told me a very good quote that stayed with me for a while, that's been told a lot. Whereas, don't be popular. Don't try to be popular. I'm like, what? She says, like, it's King of the Joneses, where the under affects the rotten underbelly of it all, the darkness. And she basically told me, and again, I've heard this many times before, when you do that, you borrow money you don't have, move somewhere you don't want, to buy stuff you don't need, to impress people you don't even like. Popularity is all about perception. And popularity does not make things right. It doesn't. Friends, I've seen several movies, or heard about them, where they were just not good movies. But they ranked in tons of money, and people love them, which I think we need those movies, okay? We need some turn-off-your-brain things. But I think that's the problem. A lot of us want to turn off our brains all the time. And they say AI has ruined critical thinking. No. I believe it started with social media when I was about 13. And even then, I could see the flaws and the faults. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this. Now I'm kicking myself for the reasons I could have made a big difference or tried to monetize things. It was much more flexible than I thought. I was wrong about a lot of things when it comes to money, business, and all that. I'm trying to rectify that. And YouTube's like the only real social media I like, because I'm showing you me. This okay lighting, this microphone, it's all me. There's no AI. There's a decent hat. It's just me distilling my thoughts and developments into videos. And I don't see video ever going away as a medium, really. They latch on to stories and sayings. They do. And I believe this is just another story or saying in the video. And that's why I'm trying to work on my email list, because it was a sin I had to rectify. I didn't make one, or I didn't work on it as much in my website. And yeah, I got to work on that. I have to make up for it, because I thought I could trust people to keep their word, which I'm learning more and more. It's just too much. I try to keep my word. I fail at sometimes. Sometimes something happens, that's fair, but I try not to make a habit of it, and just, I can't force my standards on people. They're not going to reach them. Incredibly low as they are, the bar is very low, and I try to stay a little bit above it. And yeah, I hear about everybody not trusting each other, not showing up. Well, it's not my problem. I show up when I want to. I show up when I want to do things, which may be selfish, but at least what I honestly feel. I'm tired of putting on a mask, which is a term, for a number of reasons, really irks me. But that's a topic for another day. And I want to get down to this point of it where you need community, you need communication. My newsletter, my email list will be my fulcrum, my pivot, my cornerstone, my foundation of building that familiarity, the consistency, the trust, the bond. And I'm not probably going to put anything too new, just about my books, my stories, and just news in general, which I think I'm feeling a big project coming on soon, which could either change my life or not change it at all, which I think is the worst thing, is being the same, being stagnant, no growth, no evolution, no loss, no risk. It's a boring, sad life not to grow. Everybody wants to grow in something, usually money, which to each their own. That's their goal, that's their life. I choose a different avenue. I want to help my email list. I want to help people with it. I want it to be a difference. And even if it's a few people, each one will be a valued person in my email list. I'll try to please as many as I can, which you can't please everybody. You can't be everybody's friend. You just can't. It's not feasible. We're all different, unique creatures, for better or worse, and trying to get together on something is a nightmare. Is a very big nightmare that I wish on nobody. And I put myself out there. I put myself out here. It's what you have to do to grow. So I always welcome criticism or ideas, like, please, anything to get me quote-unquote noticed. Because there's lots of people making videos. There are lots of people writing books. A lot of people making their audiobooks, making their own t-shirts, such as I do. And yeah, I need to stand out and make a difference. And going deeper and learning about my brand, my identity, and help it flourish through my books and my creative works is the only way I'm going to do it. That's fine. Maybe I got to find my voice. Maybe I got to make it better. That's why in my podcast, my email lists, I'm going to write stories, edit them a little bit, voice them, then edit that one. And each story I put up, any idea I put out there, is more than welcome and more open to criticism, more open to ideas. Because I want the best idea to win. The best I get the best version. That's not what I did with my first book. And for that, I'm truly sorry. I didn't make it for you, the viewer. And this is me talking to you. I did you a very great disservice. And I'm truly sorry for that. I want to make it right. I want to make it good between us, because I let you down. And for that, I'll do everything in my power to make this right. I will not pay for other people's sins, only my own. That's all I can afford. And I would like some comments, and like and share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.